Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, guys. Hold on first. That's it. Something that I would like to share with you about one of the products that we have launched much earlier. It's called Favorsense. Most of the times, when we develop this product, we have this idea of how to solve a problem where building smart cities. A lot of smart cities fail because most of the time it is top-down approach, and we try to duplicate and the success of other cities, and we try to make it work in our cities. It doesn't work that way. A lot of smart cities fail because they try to do this, and the reason being we are trying to solve a problem which is not the real pain points of the cities. So the idea of Favorsense is to do a crowd sense, meaning to say that we allow the crowd, the people, the citizens to sense for us the pain point of the city. From there, you can identify the pain points and you can rank it, and you can solve the problem based on the high priority of the city itself, citizens themselves. So we developed Favorsense in order to solve this by having what we call citizen engagement. So Favorsense is a simple app. You can download it from your iOS, Apple App Store, or Android Google Play. So what it does is that once you have downloaded, when you open the app, it is a very simple user interface. It has a camera, and automatically it will show the area where you are at, and there's a description there. So this description can be, you can select that with many categories. So you can identify that as whatever categories, we can customize that. So for example, here it's about garbage problem, potholes, illegal parking, drainage issues, rat infestation, fallen trees, uncut grass, faulty traffic light, vandalism. These are all the categories that we can customize for the customers. So when a citizens download this, it has the capability to just click a camera, take a photo. For example, like this, you take a photo. So once you have taken the photo, you can take a look. This is the photo that you have taken it, and you can select the category of the problem that you are facing. For example, just take vandalism, and you just state a problem there. Okay, you write a description down there and click submit. So it's like a 3 steps thing. Take a photo of the problem, meaning to say the problem of the citizens and what they have faced. Select the category and write simple description, submit, and that's it. So when you have submitted, it will go into the backend system, and from here you will see a list of hold on. So you'll see down here we have history, we have map, we have report. So when you click history, you will see a list of all the problems that you have taken, and it will show the area and the time that you have submitted the report. Okay, for example, the latest one is here. So this is the photo that I have taken and the report, and also automatically you can find from the map. Now you can see these problems that you have taken and categorize it with different icons and different color, meaning to say the status of the reports. So there are status where the reports are just, if you take a look at here, it shows that it has reported. You can filter that based on category or report status. So report status, either you can, so the status can show that either you are reported, meaning to say that the citizen just make a report, and there are status where it is also acknowledged, the color will change, and when the responsible party, in this case the local councils, will resolve the issues, then you will see the case have been closed. So these are the things that you can see. So in this case, this is the map where usually the reporter make the report and the status all red, meaning to say that there's no one actually taking care of that, because this is a normal app which we are testing. And anywhere around the world you can make the report. So I made reports in different states. Okay. I've even made a report in Kuching recently. And since I came back just from Turkey, I made the report at Istanbul. So meaning to say, any citizens, any people around the world can crowd sense this. So you just need a mobile app with a smartphone that have a camera and a GPS enabled. You can make the particular report. And what happened is that, which I didn't show here, is that once you receive the report, when the citizens make a report, it will go into the back-end system of the authorities. In this case, if you are working with the local councils will receive the report, and what we call a crowd sensing management platform, CMP, will have a list of all the submitted reports by the citizens, and they will escalate this to their the field force. So the field force have another dashboard that when they open up the login to the dashboard, their own particular dashboard. For example, a field force that are responsible for traffic lights. So they will see all the reports, complaints about the traffic lights not working, where exactly it is. So they will take action on the report, and once they close the report, it will be submitted back to the administrator of the council, who will actually verify them and says that, okay, I will approve your reports that you have done it in the proper way, because the field force requires them to submit a report with a photo. So they will receive that, and once they have received that, they will approve it by the local authorities, and the status will change. So once the status will change, it will go back to the originator, the person who made the report, and they will look at the history. So once they look at the history, they will know the status, whether it has been acknowledged, meaning to say that the local councils who receive it have acknowledged the report, and when the case has been closed, the status will also show that it has been successfully closed, or whether it's false report. So in that case, whenever you make a report, especially citizens who wants to make a report of their areas, rather than they make a call to the local councils through a phone call, and then either through a web page of the local council. So it's quite tedious in that sense, making reports, describing it. So rather than you do this, just use a mobile apps to submit the report quite easily. And rather than you have to call again their care line and ask them what happened to my report. So in that case, it's easy for them, because it's automatically in their hands, stating that the status of the reports, whatever. So this is how we try to help when we build the solutions for Favorsense. It's meant for these two parties, the local councils and also the public. So the public can make that report. Once the local council respond it, they feel that the local councils have this ability of very collaborative and very transparent, because whatever changes or actions that they've taken are being made transparent. So it's very effective in this way. It's very cost effective and very fast. So what we want is that rather than the citizens feel frustrated, they would like to viral the information, on social media. So it's a very chaotic, ad hoc manner to do this. So rather than having that kind of bad reputation to the local councils, you just use this simple app, a Favorsense, which just crowdsources the information from the citizens themselves. And you know what is that this is not only the vertical market that we can offer the services. We can offer Favorsense for any authorities who like to engage with their people. For example, a police who like to know where are the crime areas. The facility manager of a building, a condominium, will receive complaints from their tenants and try to resolve it. Shopping malls, for example, we can customize the front end app where the tenants can make reports easily, so that their maintenance people can solve it. And you name it, in airports, shopping malls, residential areas, condominiums, campuses. So these are different areas of market that we can work on. So if you want to know more about Favorsense, you can. There is a page in our Facebook called Favorsense. You can take a look at that, or you can go to our website www. Let me go. So you can go to FAVORIOT.com. and you can see that. And hold on, I'll find our Facebook page. It shows the Favorsense. Actually, you can search that in Facebook. It's just the name is Favorsense. We also, because people have asked us, can you customize the front end? Of course, you can customize the front end, because the category differs from each individual customer. So in our case, the customer can be the university campus, the local councils, the shopping malls, the airports, the condominiums. This can be customized, and the back end remain the same. The work process remain the same. The moment when they submit the report, it goes into the backend system. We have 3 modules. The CMP. The CMP is a crowd sensing management platform that receives the report. It shows all the timeline, the status of the report, whether they have been acknowledged or whether they have been approved, or whether it's false report. Or it can also, I would say that, have the ability to escalate manually, because there is an administrator who assign the jobs to their field force. So the second module is the field force module, where the module will, the field force will receive all the jobs being assigned to them. So when they want to close the jobs, they will need to take a photo. They can find the problems of the area of the photo, because we have geotagged that with GPS location, so they can immediately go to that particular place using Waze or Google Map. And the third module is the insights. So the insight shows the whole visualizations of the KPI. So this visualization is very good, especially meant for the management, the administrator, the managers. In this case, local councils, the mayor can take a look at the report instantly. So rather than, people are trying to make reports massage the reports and submit the reports every week or every month to their management. The management can just open up their insights visualization. They will see all the status, the KPIs, how fast their customer service response, and how fast the field force take the action, and how fast the case have been closed. So a lot of times people receive reports through through complaints through WhatsApp and all that. How do you actually track all these complaints using WhatsApp? Remember the case when, for example, like when people make report, people smoking and all that at the restaurant, and they have a WhatsApp number. So when you send to a WhatsApp number, it's very difficult for the other end to actually filter out problems and make a report of that and even escalate the issues, because there's no way for you to create a trouble ticket. So in this case, like Favorsense is able to create a trouble ticket easily. The moment you submit a report, you have created one trouble ticket, and you can follow through the report easily. Rather than and whenever a customer try to follow up, you just take a look at the trouble ticket number. You will know the status. And the beauty is that crowd sensing means that it has to work both ways. You have one party who's receiving it, and another party who's actually making a report. Local councils need to promote it, any administrator, about the app, so that the users can make that particular report. And the users who make the report would love to know the status of their reports, rather than go to the black hole. So people get frustrated because you don't respond quickly. People get frustrated because you didn't show what happened to their report, whether it has been closed or not. They get frustrated because they have to call again and again to follow up what happened to the report. So Favorsense will actually help you, making a favor that it will help both parties to engage in a very structured, more transparent manner. That's the reason why we developed Favorsense. And this is one of the solutions that we have in Favorite. We do have others, and I'm sure you know that we have Rocket, we have our Favorite IoT platform, and others. So there is also another solution that we would like to introduce very soon in the future, what we call Discover. That if you want to discover that, you will take a look maybe in the future. So guys, thanks for watching. But if you have any other questions, you can be still online. You can have our communications and discussions. Anything? Ask me, Tuan, Pejol, TJ Hao, Helmi, Fazal, Faisal, Saiza, Dr. Saiza, Rashid, Saiful, Rahim, and thank you for joining this morning Facebook Live. And I hope I will update you later in the future. But there is any questions you have now, I can answer them. So otherwise, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum, and have a nice day. Bye.